Today I'm going to read a piece that I wrote a couple of years ago. I've been doing that a lot lately. Again, this is from 2009 as well. It's entitled, God is Not Dead, Nor Doth He Sleep. All right. God is not dead, nor doth He sleep. Athena and I have read for over 2 hours tonight, surrounded by so many books, my daughter in my arms, a book in my hands, and the words flowed like a river. Later we were praying, and she surprised me once again. As we were praying tonight, my 6-year-old Athena said, God, stay in my heart till I am old, and I will do everything for you. How silent and honored I am in her presence. The child who barely lived through that cold and windy night so many years ago, in February 2004, the grandma seizures, diapers full of blood, bleeding intestines, swelling of the brain, and limited communication at best did not stop my child. Strength in action, courage in action. Not even the diagnosis of autism would stop my daughter. Even in silence, she loved God so much. No one can tell me different. They were not there. They were not there, as I recall one night. We were in an intensive care part of the emergency room. So many monitors, nurses moving in and out in a sense of urgency. We were waiting on test results. It was not the first time we were in this room. She was almost 18 months old at this point. She had been enduring yet another series of unstoppable seizures with a result of overly sensitive skin, something not too uncommon in this predicament. Her skin was always sensitive after a severe seizure, a grandma seizure. She was finally in a moment of rest, gazing at the TV. I start to turn the channels on the television for her. It is late at night. With not much on, I pass a channel that has a pastor on it. She raises her arm and points her finger as she starts making a noise. My daughter was nonverbal at this time. Any time she pointed or grunted was most noteworthy. As I would try to change the channel, she would let me know that she did not want anything but that channel with the pastor on it. As she watched, I saw her body physically relax. She was a toddler that was used to going to church. Maybe it was the rhythm of the pastor's words that comforted her. Even then, I think she knew the power of prayer better than I. How she loved God then as well as now. Prior to this night, I want you to know that this is the child that they, the doctors, the experts, told me to not expect much of her. Can you imagine hearing these words about your child? Not expect much of her. My heart broke for my daughter and for the hopes I had for her future. Going on as I listened to the doctor, I learned that she would never talk, ride a bike, jump up and down on 2 feet, just like any other child. As a note, I find labels limiting. Her muscles, I learned, were floppy. This was as a direct response to the extreme vaccine reaction she had undergone. The vaccine reaction. We have to talk about the vaccine reaction to understand this night when she was 18 months old. Immediately after the vaccine reaction, her seizures were problematic. They never existed before that day. She never had seizures prior to the vaccine reaction. As a result of the reactions, her intestines had bled. I later found on her records was this word, encephalitis, swelling of the brain, a reaction to vaccines. I really wasn't up on all the technical terms that they use in the medical world. Encephalitis. What a long, suspenseful night that had been, the night of the reaction. On that night, my infant, 8-month-old infant, struggled just to breathe. She couldn't breathe. She almost died from that vaccine reaction, all at the age of 8 months old. I had just wanted to keep her safe as any good mother would do. I had her vaccinated. She almost died. Let's move time forward to February 2009. 5 years almost to the very day she had a vaccine reaction. That day, she was taken off the autism spectrum completely. A true miracle. This child I had been told to not expect much of, was taken off the autism spectrum. As the doctor pointed to the animals on a chart for Athena to name the animal that he pointed to, in this case a parrot, she said macaw. He looked at me and said, "What?" I said in my proudest mother voice, "She said macaw." "That bird you're pointing to." She studies birds at the zoo. We go there often. This somber doctor, that did not smile much, grinned ear to ear. I remember that appointment, every bit of it, 5 years to the day of her extreme vaccine reaction. The doctor put her on a normal to gifted area, the child development chart. I remember this doctor, this wonderful Dr. Dell, quickly asking question after question. "How did this happen? What have you done differently?" In fact, 6 months before this appointment, she could not say her name or count to 10. And she was 5. I will never forget that day. It was amazing. What was impossible became the reality. She had been recovered from autism. It can happen. How all these memories and emotions flowed more through me at once as I heard my sweet baby girl. Then 6. Pray. God, stay in my heart till I am old, and I will do everything for you. End quote. How precious and innocent she is. She can pray with such conviction, she silenced me time and time again. I wonder what God had said to her in those 5 years of supposed silence. I wonder. My favorite Christmas carol is from Longfellow's Christmas Bells. It was written in the last year of the American Civil War, a time of bloodshed and severe emotional pain for the United States of America. America was still months away from Lee's surrender to Grant at the Proxima Courthouse on April 9, 1865. His poem/carol reflected the prior years of the war's despair, while ending with a confident hope of triumphant peace. All of my life, it's been my favorite carol, with deep meaning to me. I still have it memorized after playing it so often on the piano growing up. The meaning is stronger now more so than at any other time in my life. This is true today. My favorite line from it is this, quote, "Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep," end quote. Now here are the complete 7 stanzas of the carol. This is the original poem, complete with all. Beginning. I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat, a peace on earth, goodwill to men. And thought how, as the days had come, the belfries of all Christendom had rolled along the unbroken song, a peace on earth, goodwill to men, till ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day, a voice, a chime, a chant sublime, a peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then from each black accursed mouth the cannon thundered in the south, and with the sound the carols drowned, a peace on earth, goodwill to men. It was as if an earthquake rent the heartstones of the continent, and made forlorn the households born, a peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song, a peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. End. No, he does not sleep. There is hope. A diagnosis is not the end, but the journey of discovery. You are not alone. When I think of peace on earth, I think of the presence of God. It is so easy to attain God's peace that is sometimes difficult to achieve. He is always there, willing and waiting on us to call upon His name. For us to ask Him to, quote, stay in my heart till I am old, and I will do everything for you, end quote. Have you done this tonight or any other night? There is no time like now. Let us encourage one another with love and forgiveness. I believe forgiveness is the greatest power one can possess other than love. Reach out for the presence of God and share it with others. How do you share peace with others? Let me know. Thank you for taking time out of your busy holiday season to hear this. I tonight join in my then 6-year-old's daughter prayer. Will you? God, stay in my heart till I'm old, and I will do everything for you. And with the ring of a bell and a Christmas tree, I dash away upstairs to my little girl's room to read her yet another book. We are in a state of gratefulness this holiday season. Encourage one another. Hope is the force to have with full resolve. It inspires change. If you're reading this and listening to this, you are in our lives, and I thank you. I appreciate you. From Isaiah 54, verse 10, states, For the mountains shall be moved, and the hills shall tremble, but my mercy shall not depart from thee, and the covenant of my peace shall not be moved, says the Lord that hath mercy on thee. It is true that we have recovered from autism at that time, and sometimes certain traits come back, and that is where we're at now. But I have faith in the power above me, the power that made everything. Whatever label you want to put that in, whatever label you want to put on. We have the CDC whistleblower now at this time, and that's important. The truth is coming out, though the mountains tremble. They're trembling now. The hallways of the CDC are definitely trembling. Can you hear what I'm saying? God is not dead. The hills are trembling, the mountains are moving, and the truth is coming out. I think this is true, that we will know that He is God when we get that congressional inquiry. We've reached 500 million impressions with the hashtag CDC whistleblower on Twitter. I implore you, I beg you to get on Twitter and to tweet hashtag CDC whistleblower. Join us in this great occasion, this great move of truth and love. Because to me, that's what God is. He's truth and love and forgiveness. Well, I thank you for listening. I wish you well this holiday season, this Christmas season, this Hanukkah, and have a great night. Find me on Twitter at Vax, V-A-X Truth News, Vax Truth News. I look forward to hearing from you. Good night.